Now immediately Coreldraw X7 is open. This is the interface. So I'm going to take you through the features of Coreldraw X7. So now we see we get started, then you move to workspace, then we have these other features. So this other features are gallery and that of update if you want to get the update for Coreldraw X7. So these are not important. What we are much interested for beginners is to note that this, never check this box. Always make sure that the welcome screen is available, so that this will enable you to set up the document that you want to work with. So let's move to new document. New document enable you to start with a fresh document. Then you can be able to create a new document for your work. Now after that, you move to new from template. The template is a pre-designed vector graphic that you can, as a beginner, you can click to select some of the already predefined to edit it. Now this open recent document is when we already opened this and started designing a new one, but you can see that it is blurred. This means that we have no any document already opened. Now opened other document, this features or option means that if you already have a design or a vector graphic that has already been saved in your computer, then you want to open it and continue your design. So for our features, let's start with a new document. So you click on new document, then this dialog box will appear. Take note, this dialog box is very important. So first of all, let's move to the title. You can see that we have a title that we can enter. So the title, let's say our title or document name will be Zomsala Design. So let's type Zomsala Design. I'll get it. So Zomsala Design will now be the title of this new document that we are going to create. So after that, you look at the preset destination. This preset destination is always set to Coreldraw default. You can add and you can delete. Now when you click the drop down, you see we have Coreldraw default, we have a custom, then you can see we have other preset destination. But for your sake, you should always make sure that it's either custom or you set it to what? Coreldraw default. Now when you set this pre-destination, it will automatically give you the document size that you are going to work with. So when you click on the drop down, you see we have letter, we also have other sizes of the document that we can select from. They are numerous, but you can choose any that you want, but it depends on the design that you want to make or the vector graphic that you want to design. So let's leave it letter. Now you, after the letter, you can get the width and the height for your document. You can equally increase both the width and the height. Now let's move to the scale measurement. The scale measurement is the inches, the pixels, the millimeters, and the centimeters. Next is the page layout. These small boxes indicate the page layout for our document that we are going to design with. So we have the portrait, then we also have the landscape. Now the next is the number of pages that we want to work it. You can click on the upper arrow or the down arrow to either increase the pages or decrease it, and you can equally click and type the pages that you want. So with this, all are set. Now for beginners, you should always make sure that this box, you don't check it, because if you check it, next time you are going to open, you will no more see it. But you should make sure that it is unchecked, so that you always set the document size that you want. So when you are done with this, then you click OK to create a new document. Now after the document has been created, this space is called the workspace. You can see that we now have two tabs. We have the welcome screen tab and that of the current document that we are working, that is the Zomsala design tab. So these two tabs, we can start switching between them even when we have several pages. So I'm going to run you through some of the features after the new document has been carried out. So starting from the title bar or the title of the document, so you can see that the title of the document includes the name of the program that we are running, that is Coreldraw X7. Then we have the name of the document, Zomsala design. Well, so I'll also take you through the menus. Next on it is the status bar. Then we have the shortcut bars. This is where the object, it shows the active object or shape that we are working with. Well, so when we are done with this, we also look at the current document that we are using, either letter or the other preset destinations. So we also first come and look at the object, that is the tool box. So the whole of this vertical line is the toolbox. This is where we can select these tools for our design. Now we move to the right side. The right side is the color platelet, or this is the color, default color that we can use for our design. When we create a vector shape or we put on a line, then we can give it a color here. Beneath or down is what we call the document platelet. The document platelet is the color which is used for the recently colors that we have used. So right now, because we have not indicated or applied color to any shape or design, the document platelet is empty right now. So if we want to do that, let's design or create a box. Now let's move to the default platelet and select red. You can see that down there the red color also appears in the document platelet. Are you okay? Good. Now when we are done doing this, let's start with the menus. So let's start with the file menu. Then now in the file menu, we can create or generate a new document. We can also create from new templates. We can open an already saved graphic design document. We can also open a recently document. Now here we can close a recent tab or a page. We can close all. Then we can apply the save as. I hope we get it. Then we can also apply the other features in the files, such as importing of images. We can also exit or close the program. The import is used to carry an image or an object from the computer file explorer to our workspace here. Then we can also apply the export. The export is used to send the recent document or object to outside the program. Then we can send it through Bluetooth. We can also compress the file. Then we can also apply other features here in the arrow that points, you can see it. Then we can also close the program as usual. The next one is the edit menu. In the edit menu, we have the undo delete, we have redo delete, we also have the delete. Then you can scroll down to the cut, copy, paste special. Then you can also look at duplicate and that of clone. I hope you get it. You can also move to the step and repeat. Then you can also apply select all to objects. Then you can also apply editing, that is search and replace. The next one is the layout. Now in the layout menu, this is where you can also change the document layout. Though you can start with the work, but here you can equally apply the document layout in the future. The next one is the object menu. The object menu is used to apply some features when we are dealing with specific objects. So right now, since we don't have anything, we just bypass it and move to the next menu, that is the effect. Now this effect menu, you can apply effect editing to your bitmaps and other objects. Now bitmap is another program of Corel Corporation. Then we also have the text, that's text formatting and application of text, and the rest of the menu such as the window and the help. Now the help menu, if you want to seek for help. Now let's move to the status bar. The status bar, we have the save, then we have the undo, then we have other features. Now we are going to move to the toolbox. Then we start naming or identifying some of the toolbox. So the first one is the pick tool. The pick tool is used to select and move objects and shape from one place to another. You can move it from one destination to another destination on the workspace. Next is the shape tool. The shape tool is used to edit curves and characters by manipulating the node of the object or shape. Next is the crop tool. Then we have the zoom and the pan tool. Then the bezier tool, and we also have the artistic media tool. So in other Coreldraw graphics, they are combined. Then we also have the rectangular tool. Now next is the ellipse tool. We also have the polygon tool. Then we also have text tool and the blend tool. We also have the drop shadow tool, and we also have the transparency tool, the eyedropper tool, then the interactive tool. We also have the mesh tool, and the last one is the smart tool. I will explain into details and practical demonstration in our next lesson. Bye.